Picture the warm, inviting glow of an Oprah Winfrey special, where the queen of talk shows commands the stage with her unmatched ability to weave empathy and insight, drawing millions into moments of raw connection. The audience is electric, buzzing with anticipation as Denzel Washington, a Hollywood titan with 2 Oscars for Glory and Training Day, steps into the spotlight to promote a new project, perhaps Gladiator 2 or a faith-based film tied to his outspoken Christian beliefs, as shared in a 2025 AboutPastors.com interview where he spoke of his personal connection to God. Oprah, with her legendary interviewing prowess, welcomes him with a radiant smile, the crowd roaring as they settle in for what promises to be a profound conversation. The interview kicks off smoothly, with Oprah revisiting their 1995 Crimson Tide chat or 2007 The Great Debaters interview, praising Denzel's journey from a Mount Vernon kid to a cinematic icon. Denzel, all charm, shares a light anecdote about his 40-year marriage to Pauletta, but there's a subtle edge in his posture, a wariness in his eyes. Oprah, known for balancing warmth with probing questions, asks about his latest work, then pivots to his faith, referencing his 2022 Christian Post comments about Hollywood's moral decline. Her question may be a playful, "Denzel, are you preaching to Tinseltown now?" Is meant to spark reflection, but it lands like a spark in dry grass. Denzel's smile fades, and he responds sharply, accusing Oprah of making light of his faith, a sentiment echoed in fictionalized YouTube clips like Echo Stories. The studio, typically alive with applause, falls silent, the tension thick. Oprah, caught off guard but composed, tries to clarify, saying, "I'm just celebrating your passion, Denzel," but he doubles down, his voice steady but intense, stating, "My faith isn't here for your show to poke at." The audience gasps, and X ignites with hashtags like #Denzel vs Oprah, with posts like @user7395667313754 TikTok hyping a speechless Oprah, though its side-generated disclaimer raises doubts. Oprah tries to pivot, mentioning Denzel's mentorship of actors like Will Smith, as noted in a 2024 X post by @_Nia_speaks, but he interrupts, per talk show Wartsoon's dramatized clip, saying, "You're turning something sacred into a spectacle." The accusation stings, especially for Oprah, whose spiritual specials aim to uplift, despite debunked rumors of mocking Jonathan Roumie's faith. Snopes, 2023. The clash escalates when Denzel, his voice rising, accuses the media of distorting truth for ratings, a jab that feels personal, per SouthToday.com's fictionalized account. Oprah cuts to commercial, her professionalism intact but her smile strained. Whispers leak that producers asked Denzel to leave during the break, a decision spun by YouTube videos as a walk-off, though credible sources suggest it was a mutual exit to avoid further chaos. When the show resumes, Oprah carries on, but the energy is off, the audience still reeling. Social media erupts, with some praising Denzel's unshakable faith and others slamming him for disrespecting Oprah on her own stage. Was this a stand for his beliefs or a misstep fueled by a bad day? The truth, clouded by sensationalized reports, remains elusive, but the clash, trending on X as of September 9, 2025, becomes a viral sensation, leaving fans glued to the drama. Let's dive into how this fiery moment unfolded, because the Denzel Washington-Oprah Winfrey clash is a masterclass in how live TV can shift from soulful to searing in an instant. Oprah's platform, whether a revival of the Oprah Winfrey Show or a special like Oprah's Next Chapter, is a global beacon of inspiration. Her interviews with Denzel in 1995 and 2007 showcasing her ability to draw out raw emotion. Denzel, at 70, is a cinematic legend, his faith shaping his later career, as seen in his 2025 AboutPastors.com remarks about speaking God's truth. His appearance was meant to be a triumph to promote a new project, share wisdom, and captivate the crowd, but from the moment he sat down, the vibe was off. Sources, like the fictionalized rb.celebhot.com, suggest Denzel arrived tense, possibly irked by recent media scrutiny over his faith or his Hollywood critiques, echoing his 2022 Christian Post interview. Oprah started with her trademark warmth, asking about his latest work, perhaps Gladiator 2, and referencing their 2007 chat about the great debaters. But she ventured into riskier territory, asking about his faith with a quip like, "Denzel, are you saving Hollywood soul?" Per Echo Story's dramatized clip, the question was meant to be light, but Denzel took it as mockery. His voice low as he shot back, "My faith isn't a prop for your show, Oprah." The studio went silent, the audience stunned by his intensity. Per talk show Wartson, Oprah, a pro at navigating tough moments, tried to pivot, asking about his family or his boys-girls club's work, but Denzel's frustration surged. He accused her of trivializing his beliefs for entertainment, a line echoed into Atu.com's exaggerated account. X erupted with reactions, with posts like at user 1134383194810's TikTok calling it a stunning rebuke, though its side disclaimer casts doubt. Oprah pushed back gently, saying, "We're just exploring your heart, Denzel." But his next comment, "A sharp you're making a circus out of my faith," hit her uplifting brand hard. Per a fictionalized clip, the audience gasped, and Oprah's smile tightened. She cut to commercial, her composure holding firm. Behind the scenes, producers faced a dilemma: let Denzel continue and risk a meltdown, or end the segment early and face headlines about a walk-off. They chose the latter, with sources suggesting Denzel left voluntarily after a tense exchange, though YouTube videos spun it as a dramatic exit. When the show returned, Oprah carried on, but the vibe was subdued, the audience still buzzing. The incident became tabloid fodder, with outlets like SouthToday.com hyping a masterclass showdown, though unverified. Fans on X, as of September 9, 2025, debated fiercely, some praising Denzel's stand for God, others defending Oprah's right to probe. The clash highlighted Denzel's sensitivity to media spins, seen in his 2022 Christian Post remarks, and Oprah's challenge of balancing depth with TV appeal. Was Denzel set up, or did he misread Oprah's intent? The viral clips, shared across TikTok and YouTube, turned the moment into a cultural flashpoint, leaving fans wondering what really happened on that iconic stage. The fallout from Denzel Washington's alleged walk-off on Oprah's show was a media firestorm, with ex-users, tabloids, and fans dissecting every moment like a high-stakes drama. Oprah Winfrey, a global icon, has built her legacy on transformative interviews, from her 1995 Crimson Tide chat with Denzel to her 2007 Great Debaters Deep Dive, both showcasing her knack for raw connection. Denzel, a revered actor with a deep Christian faith, as shared in AboutPastors.com, 2025, is no stranger to scrutiny, his candor shaping his image. This clash, hyped as Denzel walking out, stunned viewers, given his composed demeanor on past talk shows. X posts, trending on September 9, 2025, split between #Team Denzel, praising his faith-driven stand, and #Team Oprah, lauding her for probing deep, with at user 7395667313754's TikTok calling it a speechless moment, though its side disclaimer raises doubts. The reality, pieced together from credible whispers and fictionalized accounts like Echo Stories, suggests a clash rooted in misunderstanding. Oprah's question about Denzel's faith perhaps tied to his father Stu work or 2022 Christian Post comments was meant to spark reflection, in line with her spiritual style, but Denzel, raw from media scrutiny, took it as mockery, accusing Oprah of cheapening his beliefs. Per rb.celibate.com, his jab about her show being a circus, echoed in talk show Wartzone, hit Oprah's uplifting brand hard. The audience, used to her warm energy, was stunned, with gasps replacing cheers. Oprah tried to pivot, maybe referencing Denzel's boys-girls club's work, but his retort, "My faith isn't your sound bit," cut deep. Per a dramatized clip, Oprah cut to commercial, and producers made the call to end Denzel's appearance early, a decision spun as a walk-off by YouTube videos. Denzel reportedly left quietly, his team declining to comment, fueling speculation about his mindset. Was he reacting to Oprah's question, or was this a stand against media narratives? Oprah carried on, her professionalism unshaken, as seen in past recoveries from tense interviews. Ex-posts amplified the drama, with some claiming Denzel felt set up, though no evidence supports this, per Snopes' debunking of similar rumors. The media frenzy grew, with outlets like SouthToday.com hyping an unverified masterclass clash. Some speculated it was a publicity stunt for Denzel's next film, but others saw it as genuine, pointing to his faith-driven candor. For Oprah, it was a rare crack in her polished exterior, a reminder that even she can't always diffuse a guest's ire. The incident sparked broader conversations about the pressures of live TV, where hosts balance depth with appeal, and guests like Denzel navigate personal triggers. As clips spread online, the debate raged: was Denzel protecting his faith, or did he overreact to Oprah's style? The saga became a reminder of how fragile celebrity interactions can be under the digital age's microscope. So, what's the bigger picture? The Denzel Washington-Oprah Winfrey clash is more than a viral memento. It's a snapshot of the tensions defining celebrity culture, where faith, media scrutiny, and live TV collide. Oprah, a media titan, thrives on transformative conversations, as seen in her 1995 and 2007 Denzel interviews, but even she faces challenges with polarizing guests. Denzel, at 70, is a cinematic giant, his faith shaping his later career. For AboutPastors.com, the incident, exaggerated as a walk-off, was likely a mutual decision to end a segment gone awry, not a dramatic exit. Despite YouTube claims like Echo Stories, Denzel's frustration, sparked by Oprah's faith question, reflected years of navigating media narratives. Seen in his Christian Post interviews, Oprah's probe, in line with her style, couldn't bridge the gap, and Denzel's circus jab stung, given her uplifting ethos. The decision to cut early, spun as a walk-off, ignited a firestorm, with ex-users debating under #Denzel vs. Oprah on September 9, 2025. Some, like @Vinod_R108's post about Denzel's kindness, showed his softer side, suggesting the clash was a bad moment, not a pattern. Unverified claims, like those in talk show Warzone, lacked evidence. Per Snopes' debunking, Oprah moved on, her professionalism shining, while Denzel focused on his projects, perhaps Gladiator 2. The clash became a symbol of broader issues: the media's role in framing beliefs, the pressure on stars like Denzel to perform, and the tightrope hosts like Oprah walk between depth and respect. It underscored Denzel's complex relationship with fame, balancing faith with scrutiny. Could Denzel return to Oprah's stage for a redemption arc, maybe joking over fences? Or will this remain a viral moment, looped in TikTok clips? For now, it's a lesson in fame's fragility, where even the warmest stage can't escape the sparks of misunderstanding in live TV.